We call this turkey season delicatessen. Seems like it's the only place you can ever find open when we're traveling. It's one of those things that you feel good about yourself when you eat one of these. I was gonna get a wrap, but it kind of messed me up. They kind of put all the calories on it, and it looked like the wrap I wanted had more calories than 9 grains of bread. So this will be lunch. That one down there will be supper. And I'm most sure by the time we get to Elba, Alabama, Matt Brunson, he has been cooking, and he has got more food put up. He's got all kind of ideas when we get there about what we're gonna cook.
Turn left to merge onto I-20 East.
Yes, ma'am. That's what we're gonna do, left that way. That's pretty good stuff right there.
If you love the turkey hunt, and the Lord ever blesses you with the opportunity to go and to be a part of it and to understand it, there's a world out there of guys who understand it. They may not ever post anything, they may not ever send out no social media, but they in the woods doing just what we're doing, loving the life of a passionate turkey hunter. Gosh, I do love it. Gosh, I do love it.
Well, we made it to the first destination, which was Kevin's house, to get hunt license, and now we're fixing to pull up to the infamous dog pen. I figured that's where you went.
How are you doing?
You went and fixed, you went cleaned up, didn't you?
Yeah, I had it.
Look at you.
Good to see you.
Gosh, you smell good.
You should have been here a while ago. It wasn't nearly as impressive.
You smell like, where are we going, church? Would you, man, I pulled up here and it smelled like Grandma's kitchen.
That's what we were working on.
Kevin, we don't deserve all this, but I'm gonna eat
We
it.
might not kill turkeys, but we'll eat.
That's always been the case around here. There's been a many a day we walked up right here and hung all our stuff up, never had a turkey, but we're like, man, I'm glad to be back at camp. So last year, I brought 2 big elk back straps, right? And we had them in an ice chest right here. An old ice chest, a metal old Jack's beer ice chest.
That's right.
And we came one day to cook that back strap, and I opened the ice chest and it was gone. So I asked Matt, I said, did you grab them back straps out of there and put them in the freezer? He said, no. Asked Kevin, asked everybody. Looked out there and the paper was out in the yard. His dog.
He got himself run over.
Uh-uh.
He ain't here anymore. But now, you ain't telling a lie about what he did.
No, he literally figured out how to unlock the ice chest, because it was one of the ones with the little locks on it. He unlocked that ice chest, opened it, got that backstrap out, brought it out in the yard and ate it. He said, ain't a man get much elk around here in these parts of the woods. I'm gonna go ahead and eat it.
Smell good to him.
Butter beans, lima beans,
Yeah, I call them butter beans.
squash, and a splash of mash. I've been on a diet for a week knowing I was coming here. I tell you, it's one thing I learned a long time ago is my grandpa said this to me. He said, son, you're gonna realize as you get older, count all your friends on one hand and start knocking a few fingers off the older you get. He says, you realize who your friends are. And I've been so blessed that these folks have let me come up here every year and partake in turkey hunting on their place. And it's almost like a little family reunion, it really is. Well, day 2, boys. And yesterday, as far as I'm concerned, was a great day. We got on turkeys, we saw turkeys. That first one, according to what Jordan said, I thought that was his feet hitting the ground, but that was his wings flapping when he came by behind us. He just flew down. I heard him fly down. All right, Kevin sees him in the road. When I heard his feet coming, I had flashbacks of last year. Well, as y'all saw, And had we known, due to past experiences and strutting decoys, full strut decoys, against single gobblers, had that turkey gobbled on the roost when we were standing over there, we'd have just put a hand out knowing he was by himself. Because Matt had made the comment last night that he saw a lone gobbler out up on the highway. Kevin can see him coming down the road, and he flew down and saw that big strutting turkey. He just took off running. He just didn't want to get his butt whipped. Your full strutting decoy don't work all the time. That's hunting, that's part of it. I've had that happen many times. And I've also been able to know in times past if it's a single turkey gobbling, I usually don't put it out. I usually put a hen or a jake. And the funny thing is, 2 minutes later after he runs off, you get a little old Jake to walk out here who was probably hanging around with that turkey. And now he's just standing out there like, hey bud, me and you friends, ain't we? Now if it was 2 Jakes, I would say maybe he was running from the Jakes. I've seen him do that. I think that gobbler saw that gobbler and thought, So that tells me, down in the bottom, well, all the mean boys are. Because in years past, we've had JoJo up here for 6 years, and JoJo was ruling the roost. Now that JoJo's gone, ain't no telling what's down there.
Smooth mist. You was talking about the turkey we let walk yesterday. It's okay if he lives.
Yeah, you get to hunt him again.
That's right. But
Yeah,
when
he
he got
right there yesterday afternoon, right at dark.
when he got to that big oak tree that was just to the right of me and Jordan, we were sitting by the road. Man, when he got past that, you could see his expression change. He was like, "Uh-oh." You're pretty close to him when you
The whole crap factor.
We were pretty close.
It is 5:33. Time to go. Who's been eating all these cookies?
Me and you.
I think that first time just woke him up out of a dead sleep. Y'all think we need to go up and around? I mean, he could do 2 things. He could pitch out in that cutover, or he could fly in the road. But if I had to bet money, he's gonna fly down and go up the road.
This road.
No, up that road that he's over. He's right up on the rim right there.
If you come up from the bottom, you gotta walk through that clear.
I know.
I don't think
No.
I'll do that.
Just to make the trek that we gotta make to get around on him, we gotta have, that's a long walk. Go get right there at that tree. You can fly down and land right there or walk down the road. If he comes down that road, you'll see him right there. Jordan, can you see that road through them woods? Okay. If he walks, yeah. Well, if he comes down there, I'll walk right through it. Did you hear them? They up there in the cutover. Kevin's behind us. Kevin. Yeah. Right there, Matt, in the road. You see him coming up the main road? Just walked out of that cutover. Three more behind him. Go and get your turkey. Good job, buddy. Congratulations.
Good job, man. Yes, sir.
That was that bunch from yesterday.
That's exactly. That double goes worked out all right.
And you get to make it to work.
You get to make it work on time.
Well, what did I say last night? We'd have it done by 7? 7?
Yeah.
It's 2 minutes after 7. When I seen him walk out of that thicket, which there's a fire lane there, but
That's right.
I don't know if you noticed, when he stepped in the road, he kind of shook off. I'm like, yeah, it's kind of wet walking through that thick stuff, ain't it, buddy?
Yeah.
Dang it, boy, look at the beard on that sucker.
Yeah.
That's a heck of a shot. I'm talking about a heck of a shot. Matt, it's been a lot of years we've got to do this together on this place, me, you, and Kevin, and Matt, and getting to know your family, and now you got Mary getting married. I remember when I started hunting here, Mary was just a little old thing.
Yeah.
Hopefully that one right there will go in the memory bank with all the other ones we've done together.
Now we're in west central Alabama. Jordan and Lake are hunting with friends Kurt Colgrove and Bob Walker. The guys arrived in Bama and had an afternoon full of hunting / scouting with the old owl screecher himself. They don't strike any gobblers, but they do sneak up on some hogs. But these hogs are very lucky. Any other time, it'd be bacon time. Right before dark, they make a beeline for the other side of the property and finally hear a gobble right at roosting time.
We're in Alabama this week at our buddy Kurt Colgrove's place. And this is kind of where me and you reunite, seems like every year when we can.
Yeah.
You and Kurt are buddies, and we've been buddies for a while. Kind of, the funny thing was we didn't meet Kurt through each other.
Yeah, separate, yeah.
But we've been hunting today and got mighty close a bunch of times.
Oh, yeah. We heard one early and then this one.
But I think I heard a turkey fly up. I know there's multiple over there, but they
Heard a couple of hens back here fly.
You did? Okay.
And then
Wow.
went that way.
He flew up right through there then because it sounded like a heavy turkey I heard fly up. Maybe 200 through there, 250. But
Slip in here in the morning maybe and see what we can do.
whatever Kurt wants to do, he had to go take Caleb home, so.
Yeah, you had to go live.
There. Right there.
How many gobblers do you think it was?
It had to be multiple.
Hey, put my slippers on this morning. Might get wet, but I can slip in them a lot better than rubber boots. It's our second morning in Alabama. And we put one on the limb last night.
One.
Or two.
There
We
you
had one gobble. So we're gonna go in there and slip in the dark and get in between them, hopefully. And being early season, a lot of times they'll gobble, 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 meet up as soon as they hit on the roost, a lot of times. So, well, hopefully we'll be in the right spot. We finna slip in there in the dark. Got Mr. Bob Walker with us and Kurt. It's like a family reunion.
I think it's right. Got in here pretty early. Took us about 15 minutes to decide where to sit at. And turkeys have flown down there out in front of us about 125, 150 yards. It makes sense. This is where it's been dry at, and it's green in here, so it's probably bugs and stuff for turkeys to scratch in, and there's a bunch of backwater right here to our left. So I'm sure just our experiences hunting in swamps and stuff, those turkeys like those edges just because they can bug around that water. But we're finna give them a good run. See if we can get one up in here. Good thing about it is if he's interested, he's got to come close and look. It's pretty thick.
I didn't hear it.
Aim for. There she goes. See her?
She pitch out.
Yeah.
To your left, flying across the water right there.
Yeah. There's another one.
As the guys are waiting for something to happen, they spot some turkeys flying down from across the slough. While these turkeys are landing out in front of them, out of nowhere, a turkey gobbles directly behind them, and he's close. It's time for what we call a quick switcheroo. Ho-ho! Jordan switches places with Bob and Kurt and quickly gets ready.
We had to make a maneuver. We were just 15 yards back there, and a turkey gobbled behind us. We think it's a turkey we heard yesterday, but he's about, I don't know, 125 yards to there. Thinking he's gonna come down this high spot to join these other turkeys that are back here gobbling behind us. Right there, buddy. If this big tree right here is 12, he's about 1. Okay. All right, it's 12 o'clock. Probably 80. Let me know when. I can't shoot. Ready? Yes, sir.
That's a big old turkey, boy. Big old head joker. Man, we just made a maneuver that we shouldn't have got away with.
Yeah.
He was in the right spot back there when we did that switcheroo around the tree.
When the Kurt was sitting back here behind y'all, you turned around and looked at me when this one gobbled. We knew he was there, he just hadn't gobbled much this morning. We said, we gotta switch.
As soon as he gobbled the second time, it was like,
oh, we gotta go. He's coming.
I appreciate you, Kurt. Have us again every year.
Yes, sir.
Didn't make it last year, but y'all had some fun.
The COVID guy.
I was on house arrest. I say we go find another one.
Let's go.
And one of y'all pull the trigger on.
Let's go. Let's into it.
Yeah. That's always pretty. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate y'all.